You're watching ICENET, independently covering New York Islanders hockey past and present, bringing you the tradition and nostalgia you know and love with a modern feel. This is where Islanders tradition and pride are always our number one. Built by passion for the orange and blue. Isles coverage. Taking a step into the future by reaching into the past. ICENET. Dynasties live here.
Results to report. The Bruins, with 3 goals in the opening period, coasted to a 5-2 victory over the Rangers at Boston Garden this afternoon. Later tonight, we'll have highlights of that. Our NHL update game tonight from Long Island. A live picture now from the Nassau Coliseum. And at this point, the Islanders are in front of the Chicago Blackhawks. 1-0. Dave Langevin has scored for the Islanders. We'll have all the scoring highlights as well as live action from Long Island tonight as part of our Hockey Night in Canada telecast coverage from the Northlands Coliseum.
This one's got it.
You're looking at action from the Nassau County Coliseum on Long Island as the Islanders lead the Chicago Blackhawks 1-0, and we'll keep you updated on the progress of that game. With an NHL update, here's John Wells.
Next goal in the island to the Islanders, who control in the Chicago Blackhawk zone. You'll see Bob Bourne set it up perfectly for a hard-charging Ken Morrow. A perfect pass there. The Islanders in front of the Hawks, 2-0. Period of play. The update game tonight from Long Island, where the Blackhawks, hobbled by injury, are up against the Islanders. The Isles have a 2-0 lead after 2. We're ready for period 3.
Blackhawks with a puck in their own zone, trailing the Islanders 2-0 here at the Nassau Coliseum. 1 minute into the third period. Keith Brown with a puck, drives it in. Kelly Rudy can't stop it. Here's Rick Patterson for the Hawks to Marsh. Back to Patterson. In front and intercepting is Dwayne Sutter. Islanders getting 2 goals in the second period after a scoreless first period. Now Butch Goring ahead to Gillies, just out of his reach. Gillies and Brown go down and crash into the net behind Esposito, and Clark Gillies may be hurt.
Both Keith Brown and Gillies losing their balance as they were dueling in front, trying to get to the loose puck. Keith Brown was interfering with Clark Gillies. They both slide and fall. They both go to the respective sides of the net. Now Keith Brown, his job is to slow Gillies up, and they both lose their balance, and they both go sliding into the net. Gillies hits the right post. He puts his knees up to try and protect himself, and Keith Brown goes more into the middle of the net. He gets up, he's uninjured, and now Clark Gillies being tended to.
So Gillies being looked after. Earlier in this hockey game, late in the first period, Denny Savard of the Hawks catching a stick in the nose, and the nose broken. So he is out of action, adding to the long list of injured Blackhawks. 2 Islander goals. Langevin at the 1-minute mark of the second period. And Morrow scored at 15:01 as Clark Gillies is tended to.
Those goalposts, you'd think they'd be able to come up with some device that would snap those goalposts off at a certain amount of pressure. It's a very dangerous, it's the most dangerous situation. Normally, if a goaltender is in position and doesn't have to worry about a shot, he'll get his pad out there to protect the oncoming player into the post. But Esposito was keying on the puck in the corner to his right. Gillies up in his own steam, limping off. It looks like it might be his left knee. He put both his knees up to get his shin pads up to protect himself. You got to look at it again. Goring tries to feed Gillies as he breaks through the middle. Keith Brown slows him up, and they both go to the ice. And Esposito's looking at the puck. He doesn't see the puck. He doesn't see either one of them. You see that the top of the right knee, where the shin pad bends, That's where he suffered the injury.
Face-off coming up outside the Blackhawk blue line. Minute 25 gone. Final period. Gardner to face off against Brent Sutter. Hawks win the draw. Randy Boyd has the puck stolen away. Anders Kallur. Puck centered back to Potvin. He whirls, shoots wide. Here's Peter Marsh in front of his own bench. Shooting the puck in. Rudy knocks it down, leaves it for Potvin. He turns into the corner. Skates away from Marsh. Headmans to Bob Bourne. Boyd taps the puck away. Marsh back for it. Has trouble. Bourne centers in front. A shot wide by Brent Sutter. Brown whacks the puck off the boards. Can't get it out. Gardner tied up by Brent Sutter. Bourne steals the puck. Ridden to the boards by Boyd. They both tumble to the ice. Brent Sutter and Marsh come together in the corner. Puck in the Blackhawk end. Gardner comes out of a crowd with it. Hawks have been shut out tonight, 2-0 to Marsh, and it's offside, Blackhawks. .17:38 left in regulation time.
We'll take you back to the Nassau Coliseum for highlights of action third period later in our telecast. After a period of play, the Edmonton Oilers in front of the Hartford Whalers 3-1. First goal by Hunter, second by Posar, and the third by Gretzky for the Oilers. Turgeon has scored for the Whalers. Now we update you from Long Island, and a little bit of a gift goal here, but the Blackhawks get back and close. Credit goes to Tom McMurtry, but watch exactly how it goes in. Trying to clear it, Kelly Herrera, the goaltender for the Islanders, bounces it off McMurtry's face, and it goes into the net. Islanders lead 2-1 in the third period. We're ready for second period action here. Don Whitman, Howie Meeker.
And play, John.
NHL update from Long Island. The Blackhawks are back in even pretty play here by Keith Brown, a back pass for Rich Preston, and Preston pokes it home. It's now 2-2, third period on Long Island.
So very quickly, this
break away through the good times.
Don't get the New York Islanders mad. They're out in front once more with two quick goals. This made it 3-2. As Langevin's shot from the point is redirected by Anders Kallur, his fifth of the year, beating Tony Esposito. That made it 3-2 Islanders. And now, Clark Gillies out in front, a big factor in this play. Denny Potvin shot from the point, and Billy Carroll tips it home. The Islanders out in front of the Blackhawks quickly once more. It's now 4-2.
John, that has to happen here.
Third period on Long Island, the Hawks came back for a tie, and the Islanders stormed right back after that. We take you back to Long Island once more, and the final moments of the third period.
Bob Murray, shot right on, rebound. Loose, Trottier has it, poked away. Trottier runs into Patterson. Gardner forces the puck behind the Islander goal. Morrow into the corner to Janssen. Janssen in front of his own net, trouble. Bob Murray, a whack at the puck, doesn't get it. Doug Wilson, a shot deflects off Morrow, and it's in the crowd to stop play with 2:17 to go.
Ken Morrow with a superb defensive effort to block that shot by Doug Wilson. Wilson taking the stick back for a slap shot attempt allowed Morrow to get back into position and get a piece of it.
In Detroit, second period, Flyers lead the Red Wings 5-2. In Montreal in the second period, St. Louis trailing the Canadiens 2-0. Here it's 4-2 Islanders. Quick shot and a save with a double deflection by Rudy. Hawks all around the Islander net. The centering pass. Patterson unable to connect. Here's Gardner. He's held onto by Janssen. Patterson trying to get it loose, and the puck goes to the Islanders. Trottier to Ken Morrow. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Morrow just dumps the puck in. Esposito way out of the crease. Whacks it up to Patterson. He chops it back behind the net. Time running out on the Blackhawks. Here's Gardner to Peter Marsh. He's poke checked, and Goring ends up with a puck. Losing it, Patterson in the corner. Gardner looking for someone in front to Patterson. Loose puck. Marsh shoots, and it deflects off the Islander player wide. Puck loose. Dietrich a shot right on. Rudy the save, and he allows no rebound. And now just a minute 22 remaining.
Blackhawks with good pressure, doing everything they can to try and get back into the hockey game, trailing with 1:22 remaining. Unable to really get a good shot away at the rookie Rudy.
Tie-breaking goal. Anders Kuller on that deflection. Langevin shot from the point at 9:56. And then it became 4-2 when Billy Carroll netted his first goal of the year at 10:49 here in the third period.
4 guys scoring for the Islanders that you never think would score against you. Langevin is second, Morrow is third, Keller is fifth, and Billy Carroll is first of the year. So the Blackhawks pay special attention to their offensive threats, the Islanders that is. They do a good job on them, and they forget about the other guys. They've got so many weapons, the Islanders, that can kill you.
Hawks goals, McMurtry is first, Preston is seventh, and the Islanders with the puck. Farmer intercepts. Intended for Ludzik. The pass doesn't reach him. Here's big Clark Gillies. A slap shot caught by Tony Esposito. Esposito in danger now of going 6 straight games without a victory. Less than a minute to go. Islanders lead it 4-2. Tony O doesn't exactly get in against the Whalers. He gets in against the tough teams, and the Hawks have battled fiercely. Esposito has played a strong game, but the Islanders lead it 4-2. It's Ludzik with 38 seconds remaining. His pass broken up by Dineen. Brent Sutter back to Potvin. And this crowd now just watching the clock tick down as the net is empty with Esposito scrambling to the bench. And the Islanders are called for icing, and there's 28 seconds remaining. 4-2, New York.
Potvin taking a chance at the open net from just inside the checkered red line. Missed the net. The face-off now goes to the left of Rudy, and a timeout called. Blackhawks get an opportunity to pull within 1 with the face-off, but I'm sure Potvin will hear from Al Arbor that he should have gained the red line before he elected to try and score into the empty net. Look at Orville Tessier discussing the matter, talking to Doug Wilson. You see Wilson pointing.
First period here was scoreless. Langevin and Morrow scored in the second period. Then McMurtry and Preston early in the third period to tie it at 2. Then Kuller and Carroll to give the Islanders their 2-goal margin. Tomorrow night, Hawks and Vancouver Canucks at home, 7:30. We hope you'll be tuned in again to enjoy Hawks hockey. And the Blackhawks will be home Wednesday night against Edmonton. Then a week from tonight, it's back on the road up in Maple Leaf Gardens to face Toronto. These Islanders.
So it looks like the Islanders are in control in New York. We'll return with more on Hockey Night in Canada in just a moment. Long Island, where the Blackhawks come close once more. A face-off in the Islander zone, and the Hawks come up with a goal to get within 1 as Steve Larmer pokes that one home. But the Islanders, an empty net goal from Mike Bossy, and the final score reads as you see it right there. 5-3 Islanders over the Blackhawks. We're ready for third period action in it.
ICENET. Dynasties live here.